Hello, this is Todd Luck, and it's good to be king. King Conan, that is. This is a review of Savage Sword of Conan, number 6 by Titan Comics. This is their 64-page black and white mature readers magazine that comes out on a bi-monthly basis. And so this is issue 6, wrapping up their first year of publication for the Savage Sword of Conan. All right, so let's take a look at that cover. So this is a cover of Conan when Conan was king, which is appropriate because King Conan is in this issue. Imagine that. And so it is a fine cover by Jason Sean Alexander, and it has King Conan looking all badass. Now, this is an image I got of it from the Diamond Comics website because the cover is a little too reflective for me to get a good shot of it with my camera, but it does look really nice. It is a very dark cover, lots of shadows, just a very nice, moody cover. However, there is also this absolutely gorgeous variant cover by Alex Horley showing a scene that actually happens in the story. And I got to tell you, I think I actually like this cover a little bit better than the main cover. Either way, though, you're going to get a really great cover for this issue of Savage Sword. So speaking of moody, the issue opens with this pinup by Gerardo Zaffino, and I love this pinup. It is just a great picture of Conan holding a sword. It's simple, but boy, is it very, very effective. I wish all the pinups in Savage Sword looked this nice. And so the main story is the second part of their King Conan epic. This is second and final part, nearly 50 pages worth of art and story. The artwork is by Jeff Isherwood, and it is gorgeous. This is set in the snowy mountains, and man, the backgrounds are beautiful. You can feel the cold coming at you through the page. But it also looks just as good when we do that brief flashback that shows a town. And I just love the amount of effort and storytelling that is in a panel like this. It tells us so much about the town. It tells us so much about their relationship with this magician, how fascinated they are by his magic, which plays a big role in this story. And the artwork also does a great job with facial expressions, which is important because even though this second part of the story is more about action, there's still a lot of dialogue. And man, look at the bottom of that page with that smile on King Conan's face. That's just awesome. But yes, this second part is mostly about the action, and we get some big epic fight scenes, tons of characters in there. Very well drawn, very well choreographed, lots of kinetic action with Conan and the bad guys. I'm not going to show you the fight at the end because I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say it was a little bit more challenging to follow along because of things like fire on white snow, but I think it's probably portrayed as well as line art can probably do in a situation like that. And then there is this spectacular sideways double-page splash of Conan going medieval on a monster that I think I can show you without spoiling anything, but I love this splash, and I would love to see an entire issue of Savage Sword done sideways. I think that would be cool. And along with the great artwork, you're going to get a fantastic story by Jason Aaron, but I will caveat that by saying you need to get issue 5 before you read this issue. Issue 5 is going to establish your characters. It's going to establish the themes of the story. All the depth of it is in issue 5. Issue 6 is focused on the action. It's focused on magic. It's focused on payoff, and it is very satisfying. This is the type of epic that Savage Sword is made for. This feels like a King Conan movie on paper. And honestly, this is going to be a better King Conan movie than any we're ever going to get from Hollywood. This is just a fantastic story through and through, whether that's the artwork or the writing. So as long as you're getting both issues 5 and 6, because again, this works as one big 80-page epic, I highly recommend this to any fan of Conan. You'll be glad you picked it up. And on a quick side note, I got a chance to read Jason Aaron's other King Conan story, the King Conan miniseries from Marvel that ran for 6 issues, and it is highly recommended. Not only is it a great King Conan story, but it's also a great story about Conan and his relationship with his son, Khan. So back to Savage Sword number 6. So there are a couple backup features One is a prose story. It's 2 pages and it's pretty good. I think it probably should have been a comic story since this is a comic magazine, but it's good for what it is. And it does have this really gorgeous pinup by Tom Rainey to illustrate what happened in the story, which is quite nice. And lastly, we have a short story with Dark Agnes, the French swordswoman. And the artwork here, I like it. She looks good, the layouts are good, but I think Agnes can kind of blend into the backgrounds in this one. I think a better use of line weights and shadow could have helped with that, or maybe adding in some gray tones. But overall, I do think it looks nice. I like the story here. It's only 9 pages, so there really isn't a whole lot to it, but what it does well. Some guys are chasing Dark Agnes in the woods, and stuff happens that I'm not going to spoil. I will say it does kind of feel like it's teasing more Dark Agnes stories, though if that's in comic books or if that's just a setup for stories that Robert E. Howard did with her, I'm not sure. I am definitely intrigued and would love to see more Dark Agnes. And overall, everything in this issue is great. I mean, this is what Savage Sword should be, just a magazine that is good when you pick it up. And hopefully that will continue next issue as the legendary Roy Thomas returns to write a Conan story drawn by Robert De La Torre, and I'm looking forward to that. And so I was going to stop the reviews at issue 6 because I'm pretty satisfied that they've got a good magazine here, but I'm going to do one more review for issue 7 just so I can talk about Roy Thomas some more. And I've got plenty more reviews coming, so like and subscribe for more videos. And until next time, see ya.